I'll see this shit
right
on.
but anyway, so the girls were like upset because they felt like they wasn't getting paid a lot of money. And then not only that, they made them sign a contract. And the contract stated that they couldn't pick up any money on the floor. Like they wasn't getting any money off of the floor. And they could only get like a percentage. They can get a percentage of whatever the house made.
Yeah.
So the dude P from Quality Control, Cardi B, like all the whole Migos, they were there. Like it was a lot of different celebrities there. And with the celebrities, they were all throwing money.
Right.
So with them, you know, throwing money, you would think that the girls would get more than what they should have got.
Right.
But they didn't. So they basically said they were there for 15 hours. Okay.
Right.
They counted the money at the end. Right. They counted the money at the end. And they said the money only amounted to $375,000. So yet that means that the people who was there, the celebrities that stated that they were throwing all of that money, wasn't really throwing the money. Yeah. So guys, if you're just now tuning in, we're talking about the Strippable in Miami over the weekend. Mm-hmm. So they basically said that the money went from, I think, like $375,000 down to $175,000 or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. So they really didn't get any money. So at first they were just trying to give them $300
you know,
a piece. What? And they were there for 15 fucking hours. Nah. So how are you gonna exactly? I don't know what is up with YouTube, but how are you gonna give me 15? How you gonna have me there for 15 hours and only try to give me $300?
Yeah, that don't even.
And I had to pay you $350 in order to dance. You know what I'm saying?
That don't even make sense.
So basically, what happened with that is they told the girls to take an hour lunch. So when the girls took an hour lunch, it went from, again, the $375,000 that they were supposed to be getting down to 100 and something. So they ended up only getting, hey guys, sorry about that. I'm not sure what's going on with YouTube. They only end up getting $1,100.
That's some bullshit.
So if you for 15 hours, right. No. And if you see the amount of money that was on the floor, so then Cardi B went in and, you know, she was like, you know, I'm sticking up. I'm sticking up for the strippers, and I just feel like there was dudes in there stealing money, chicks was in there stealing money. That may be, but I'm going to tell y'all this. The people, the promoters who ran that party, they got paid. Yeah. So they're the ones who they were the ones who were stealing the monies for the stripper. Now, if you saw on like Lil Duval's page and like all the other comedians, they were posting pictures of these girls just sitting around. So I guess a lot of them didn't like bought one-way tickets. You know what I'm saying? To come to Miami to strip. But it's like, you know, you can't really put all your eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was pretty crazy how that shit panned out for them. You know what I'm saying? Because you spent all your money to go to Miami to strip.
Fucked up contract. And the fact that he even decided to get behind the shit and say that he had no control over it. Yeah. That's some fuck nigga shit. Because at the end of the day, if your name's on something, you should want to make sure that shit's going to go the fuck right. Right. If it don't, everybody's going to be looking at you sideways.
Yeah. But my thing is, how could you not know what's going on and this is your event? Right. It doesn't matter if the promoters book the girls and things like that. They should still be getting paid. Right. And they didn't get paid. And Cardi B's like, you know, these mothers out here, you know, trying to make money for their kids and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, the contract was basically saying that they agreed to dress fully clothed and like in go-go dancing outfits. The dancers could absolutely pick up no money. Mm-hmm. There's no nudity, and money can only be picked up by club employees. Girls are not paid from that money. All the go-go dancers are paid a fee. No exits will be blocked at any time. So if you was a stripper, it's like, yo, at the end of the day, like, what's your price? Like, if you're a stripper, how are you really going to...
You're working a high celebrity event,
right? Like
this.
Yeah, like
I'm sure these are like some high quality strippers that they probably got from like, you know, some of the best top strip clubs around the world or whatever the case is. And they're coming here about to strip for these celebrities to get money. And that's a slap in the fucking face.
Yeah.
$300.
It is a slap in the face. So a chick on Twitter, she was basically saying that her girl was there, and other chicks was like, yeah, I should have went, and they're like, nah. They're like, she was like, it's not what it seems. She goes, it looks good, but it's bogus as fuck. Yeah. After 15 hours, y'all are getting $1,100 each. But
that's not enough for a stripper. Like I know you said in the comments like $50 an hour, you know, is what that would kind of, you know, equal out to. But for a stripper, that shit don't even make sense. Yeah. For 20 minutes for a stripper, they're supposed to be making over $1,000, depending on, you know, what they're doing.
Right.
I mean, Cardi did say that some of them were kind of standing around and not doing what the hell they were supposed to. But the ones that was sitting there shaking their ass for 16 hours, you do it. You sit up and shake your ass for $50 a motherfucking hour, and let know how your ass feel after you do that shit.
All right, but let me ask you this question: like,
my ass would lock
the girls in Atlanta, they were complaining like only a few strippers made mad money, and they made like $100K or more. Remember we talked about this, and then a lot of other strippers saying that they only made like a few $100s. So my thing with that is, you know, why are some strippers getting paid? And it always complaints with their situation.
You feel me? They should have been on that type of mindset. Carlton Mars.
What he say?
He said they're in a room full of ballers. They could be the next Black China. You know what I mean?
Right, but like, the thing about it is they wasn't letting them pick up the money. They signed a contract, and they should have never signed that fucking bogus contract.
That was some fucked up.
That contract was bogus as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So one girl, if y'all seen the video, one girl actually had a bag full of fucking money, and the security was like manhandling her. But it's like, yo, like to me, I feel her because she worked for that fucking money,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So if somebody, you know, if she had a bag full, she had like a little Coach suitcase bag, yo, that shit was stuffed with money.
I can't even twerk for 5 minutes straight. So if I had to twerk for 16 hours,
right?
Yeah. You're gonna have to amputate one of these motherfucking butt cheeks. That shit ain't gonna work no more.
Right. What did Jamin say? What's up with the podcast say? You know, I can't say
it. They should have been trying to get clothes.
And then what the State
Pierce said, a lot of clubs do that when they have events.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of fucked up because it's like you're having these girls fly out to dance and they're not even able to make no fucking money.
It just shows you the priority of what they had control over. So you had control over the money, yet not control over what was going on within the club. And, you know, the job restrictions that you're holding these girls to, the standards that you're holding these girls to, that's just unfair.
Yeah.
And for these big name celebrities like the motherfucking Migos. How about that? For the Migos, City Girls, all them, Cardi B, all them, all of y'all, whoever was there, any celebrities that was there, you know, if your name is behind it and you're a part of quality control, then that's something you need to be checking. Like, what type of, you know, contracts are y'all giving out? What are these girls going to be getting paid? Because y'all want to make sure that your name is attached to something that's good, not this. Because it's the second time in a row. You think people are going to come out for the third? I'm not coming out for the third if I know my money's just getting tossed to the promoters.
Wow. All right. So somebody just sent me something in our DMs, and they basically said that that's why you don't see no real bad bitches, because they told us that we can't work, laughing my ass off. This is probably a few motherfuckers in there with their booty done that got to work. So, okay. So apparently they hired, I guess, girls who are not as bad as the chicks who make money at the clubs. And that's basically why they had people, the chicks in there. Yeah. And then they found so they're sending me like a whole timeline of how chicks was in there stealing money, stuffing it in their bags. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, it's crazy that this is supposed to be some type of high quality event, like it's during a Super Bowl weekend. You would think there'd be some type of structure to this shit. Ain't no structure. Like, the fact that they have to fight over money, that's fucked up.
Well, I can't even talk. The only thing that I'll say is next time, don't do it. Find you another way to fucking come up.
Let me hop into the comments real quick. Mikey likes it says, can't be mad. They're idiots for signing the bullshit. I don't feel bad. Shit, I do. I feel bad. Because what if they didn't even have a real chance to look at the shit?
Yeah.
You don't know. Like, sometimes people be really struggling looking for a come up. You just take any opportunity that comes to you.
Yeah, but that goes into, like, what is your price? Like, what are you willing to do? And for what amount of money are you willing to do it
that's
for?
the thing. People got to learn how to put a price on this shit. Like, everybody comes with a price. Everybody, especially if you have a talent or you're doing something like as a stripper, that's your job. That's your brand. That's what you do. So you know you're getting a certain amount of night at your regular spot. You need to be taxing for these type of events.
All right. But what if you're under pressure, right?
Yeah.
What if you're under pressure? You don't really have a lot of money. You're trying to make ends meet. You need money to come up to do something, and a dude offers you to do some shit, you know, to get the money that you exactly need for whatever situation that you're in. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's you're, you know, sleeping with two dudes in a hotel room, or
then my contract needs to state that. My contract needs to state at the end of this, you know, agreement or event, so and so would get this amount of money. That's it.
So what if it's like $1,100 and that's what you need for your court case?
That's not enough.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just basically saying, like, you know, it's like, what is your price? Like, people go through things, and they're put in positions where they're willing.
So sad.
I know that $1,100 is tax free, but that shit's not $1,100 is not shit to somebody who makes that in an hour, in a week. Because like that chick Tip Drill, that's her name, Tip Drill, from Miami. She was basically saying like, oh, I can make that in an hour. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool, but
she's actually starting to get a lot cuter. When I first seen her, I wasn't really like attracted to her as a stripper, but she's definitely becoming a lot cuter. I've been watching her on the Miami Love and Hip Hop.
She looks, I don't know.
Same to you?
Yeah.
I like her now because she looks more natural. Like before, she had like different color hair and was like always extra dramatic. I like that natural look on like a woman. She just looks like herself, real beautiful.
So what did Marcus X say?
Marcus X says all glitters ain't gold. They got played straight up. It was never $1 million that was going to be thrown. Sounded too good to be true, and it was. They paid for flights, hotel, food, and Uber.
Yeah.
Tanika said they're taking advantage of them. That's some BS. Mikey likes it, says, I don't feel bad for a dummy for signing that dumbass contract.
Yeah, because I would have never signed that shit. Yeah. That shit's crazy as hell.
What's Up with a Podcast said, that's enough for milk, bread, and some Dunkaroos for their
Dunkaroos is coming back.
I'm excited though for that, but okay.
Them shits are nasty as hell. I never like that shit.
Just the fuck up. The vanilla.
My thing is like, why would you try to bring some shit back that wasn't healthy for us back in the day? Now you want to bring that shit back down?
I like it.
Right. All right. So we'll read Tanika's comment and we'll go ahead and jump into the relationship topics.
Okay. I would not sign shit. They don't read fine print.
Yeah, but you know what? Their thing is they were just trying to make money, and at this point, they was already tricked into coming down there and spending all that money, thinking that they was about to.
Because you're thinking you're about to get chose. You're like, damn, about to be like shipping for celebrities. These people are really about to throw money.
Right.
Not even because they like me, just because they got it. Like, I don't even really. That's probably why they wasn't really doing all that they can. Because they're like, damn, these niggas got money. They're gonna just throw this shit anyway. So why I need to really shake my ass for the full 16 hours? Right. No, bitch, shake that ass for the full 16 hours. If I was a motherfucking stripper, I'd be the best motherfucking stripper there was.
You will. I would be.
Okay. Because at the end of the day, no matter what field you're in, you should always aim to be the best in that field. And that's what's going to get you the most money, boo. So, you know, just think about that. If you're a stripper out there, be the best motherfucking stripper you can be. If you got to sit in the mirror and shake your ass for 18 hours just to get ready for next year's annual strippathon, Super Bowl, you better do that. Might really get you $1 million this time.
Okay. I can't.
All right, y'all ready for these relationship topics?
Yep, boo. Go ahead.
They're a little spicy this time around.
Are they spicy?
They're a little spicy.
How spicy are they?
A little spicy.
Okay.
All right. Hi, FY Podcast. I've been with my boo for a little while now, and we have really been getting experimental in the bedroom. The other night, he asked me if I have ever done anal. I told him I haven't, and I guess that turned him on because he says he really wants to try it. I'm scared, y'all. I'm excited too, but I just need to know how to prepare for something like this.
Okay. Yo, this is my thing. Who the fuck are these people that be sitting these shits in, yo?
Girl.
Because
I don't put nobody out there.
I'm like,
but a lot of these people is from around the way.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna get into the sports.
Y'all got practice makes perfect.
I don't know.
I would say, you know, if you're really down to do this, you know what I mean? Go to the sex store, ask for like some lube, and get like a butt plug and get like maybe 3 different levels. I mean, it depends on the size of your man's penis, of course. So you might, I mean, y'all think I'm joking. I'm really trying to help shorty out. Like, if you really down to do this, let me teach you how. You know, get a few butt plugs that lead up to the side.
A few butt plugs.
Yeah, because
make sure you guys hit the like button if you have not hit the like button and subscribe.
The reason why I say get a few different sizes is because you don't want to start off with the same exact size of the penis that you're going to take. You want to lead yourself up to that size. It's like when you get gauges in your ear. You don't start off with the biggest gauge. You have to, you know, the smaller to the biggest size.
Right.
So you want to do that. You want to start off with a small butt plug for an amateur, somebody who's never done anal before. And then you're going to want to get a size up from that. And then you're going to also want a size that is the size closer to your man's penis. So that way you can already know what that's going to feel like. So you can kind of try to like... yeah, I'm just saying.
Yo, I'm sitting here like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, seriously?
I've never done it, you know.
So how do you have all this knowledge?
Because I'm telling you, like, this is how you would prepare for something like this. Because you don't want to just stick a big ass dick up your asshole that's never had a penis in there before.
Right.
That shit is gonna hurt. So get yourself ready.
Wet platinum is the best lube for her. How the fuck you know?
You better get yourself some wet platinum, girl. but yeah, don't get any of the lube that is like, you know,
nigga said throw it back like a quarterback.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't get no lube that like changes temperature. You don't want to put that type of lubrication inside of your asshole. I just don't think that would be safe. I would just get like a regular, natural, plain old, no flavor, no fragrance type of lube.
Right. Yeah.
And just do that. Just play with your booty for a little bit.
But I feel like I had a conversation and you're supposed to kind of
a lot of liquor.
Clean yourself out first after.
Yes, you should want to do that too.
You know, before you even attempt to do it. But you know, I also feel like you should ask him, like, you know, why? Like, this, I mean, do you not like the direction that this is going in? Hello,
it's funny.
What she say?
I'm laughing.
Anal balls? Hell no.
Tanika said, actually try a finger, then add more to get used to the pressure.
I'm done. So yes,
you like to say who gets it in the butt,
right? So you do have to fleet. So fleet is you flushing yourself out. So you know those enemas that you used to you know, younger, they would squeeze up. You would have to do that first.
I suggest that you don't want to have any shitting accidents on somebody's dick.
Right. Like some people just do it, and you know anything goes in a bedroom. But you know you want to be prepared for things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not speaking from experience. I'm speaking from a conversation that I had with somebody. Okay.
That's advice, shorty.
But yeah, so good luck, beloved.
You know. All right. On to the next victim. Dear FY Podcast, I'm still in love with my ex-girlfriend. We had a great relationship. We text all day and we share crazy sex drive. Until one day I called her and she just didn't seem too happy. I tried to ask what was wrong because she didn't want to tell me. So I decided to go over and check on her to see why she was down. I caught her with her ex-boyfriend. She hit me with the I'm still in love with my ex and told me to please never contact her again. I'm still hurt and haven't been able to move on. I know she has a lot of baggage, but how can I get her back?
Damn. That's crazy because...
I'm mad he even wants her back.
Right. And you find a lot of relationships like this. So how many letters have we received from people who are still in love with their ex. Like, I get it. You know, you guys had great chemistry, and I mean, you thought you guys had great chemistry, and sometimes that person could basically be using you.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that sounds to be
it's a guy who's writing that. That's a guy, right?
Yep, that's a guy.
Yeah, it's a guy. You know, so it could be a one-sided relationship. And I feel like sometimes we tend to give people, she belongs to the street, we tend to give people more of ourselves than what they're giving to us. You know what I'm saying?
And then it ends up being that one-sided relationship. And then you're the person that gets hurt because you're giving all that you got.
Right. And then not only that, like she's still in love with her ex. They're back together. So
and she's showing you like you physically walked in on that.
Right. So that means, was she just entertaining you but trying to like fix shit with him the whole time? You get what I'm saying?
It definitely seems like some sneaky shit, because she didn't tell you when you asked her what was wrong. Right. She could have just been like, you know, like, I think we should cool out right now or something like that. No, it was just like, I don't want to talk about it.
Did he say how long they were dating?
No.
We need a follow-up email, because I would like to know how long they were dating and how long, you know, it's been since she broke up from her ex. Like a lot of people get into these relationships and they tend to take their baggage or whatever that they're going through in new relationships, when y'all shouldn't even want to be in a relationship in the first fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Just read some of the comments from What's Up With It.
Yeah, still be in love with their exes. Niggas in love with a whore. Tanika said, on to the next. You loved once, you'll love again. Right, I agree. What's that say? Brocade, he needs to get out of his feelings and move on. Plus, never do a pop-up. They never end well. I agree with that. Yeah. Never. I mean, I'm want to do a pop-up because I'm crazy and I'm down for whatever. But if you want to find something, go ahead and do a pop-up. Mm-hmm. You
get your feelings hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
I would do a pop-up too.
Yeah, I do pop-up.
Because I'm ready. Because in my mind, I've already battled with myself.
Exactly.
Oh, what if it's a bitch there? Fuck that bitch up. Fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? I had the conversation in my head.
But that's just us.
Right.
Anyway,
What's Up With The Podcast?
Tell him he's 3 new bodies away from getting fully over shorty.
Wow.
Neek says, X for a reason. Fuck that.
All right. I agree.
No, tell him not to pop up on her anymore. We too old for pop-ups. Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, at a point we are, but it's like if your person that you're with is being super shady, you know what I'm saying, and y'all invested and there's been some years, I'm popping up on that ass. And I'm not even.
I'm a pop up. I'm pop. You don't pop that bitch.
I'm popping up.
I'm popping everything.
Know that. Okay. But yeah, so I just feel like, you know, at some point you have to, you know, just be an adult about the situation and move on. Because she honestly didn't deserve you, and whatever broke them up in the first place, it was probably he cheated on her. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Happen to her again, right? So she's gonna get her karma.
And then when it happens again, do not let that bitch back in.
Yeah,
do not.
Made a mistake. Well,
I'm sorry. Nah, nope.
I'm glad you learned your lesson. Anyway, have a good day.
Right, move the fuck on.
Okay. All right, this one I actually meant to respond to this listener because it kind of resonates to me, because I don't know if mommy gonna be feeling like this, because I'm like I have like really bad anxiety. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if mommy gonna be feeling. I mean, I'm not as bad as she is. I don't know if mommy gonna be feeling like this, babe. If you feel like this, I'm sorry. I love you. You know, I got you tonight. Wow. This was wow. Dear FY Podcast, I've been with my wife for over 8 years. Lately, it feels like sex is non-existent in our relationship. She blames it on her anxiety and says that she lost her sex drive because of it. Even small acts of intimacy like kissing or holding hands seem to upset her or give her anxiety. I miss my wife and I want to be intimate with her, but I feel like she just isn't into me anymore. What am I doing wrong, or what should I be doing that I'm
not? I don't think she's cheating on him. You always think a woman's cheating, but the thing what I think guys don't realize is that women, we go through so much with our bodies. Yeah. And our just get a girlfriend, rude. We go through so much with our bodies and our hormones, and you know, it's sometimes women can lose their sex drive. Like, you guys need to like read on this shit. Like Google it, read on like how, you know, if she's on birth control pills, if, you know, even if she's on a patch, any type of medication that she's on, like sometimes that could affect a woman's sex drive. And, you know, I think guys don't really understand that. And they like, oh, my wife don't want to give me no pussy, so I'm gonna go out and cheat. Like, when
that's so immature.
Right. When you're not really finding out what the fuck is actually going on with her.
So
you know what I'm saying?
It's really great that as a man, he wants to know what he's doing wrong and what he can fix in the relationship to, you know, help his wife feel a little bit more comfortable. And the reason why I said I relate is because, yes, I deal with a lot of anxiety. And sometimes, like, being a woman and dealing with certain things, and, you know, like I said, our body goes through changes. I don't want to be touched sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to be kissed on. I feel gross. I feel like I'm not worth being loved at that point. I'm just, my emotions and my hormones are all over the place. So that's just that feeling. So, you know, I think that's the first step, is you seeing that it's not your fault, but it is something that, you know, your wife is dealing with, and if you can help, what can you do?
Right.
I don't know, because I still cuss my nigga out when he be trying to touch me sometimes.
Well, basically, what you can do is just try to figure out what's going on. Like, what the situation is, they're married. So, no, I get that he has needs too, but at the end of the day, they're married. So there's different steps that they can take as a couple. You know what I'm saying? They can do like sex counseling, you know, just read up on some books. And again, her, whatever medication that she's on, especially birth control, can affect a woman's
she's probably on anxiety,
sex drive. Like these birth control pills. That's why, like, I don't believe in birth control pills, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because it messes up your hormones so fucking bad. Like, you be having crazy ass mood swings. Like this one, you know, birth control pill that I was taking years ago, I had to get off of that shit because the shit was just. I was crying. I wasn't crying. I was just so fucking angry. Like, it was so much anger, and I was snippy with my attitudes, and the shit.
Yeah, I was on one that I would cry. I would randomly cry. I'd get so mad. I would just have like spasms. I'd like blitz out on my mother, like call her all types of words that, you know, I would just like be flipping out for no reason. Yeah, and I had to get off of that. I forgot.
Wow, Femi Savage?
I think it was called like June Veil or something like that. But I stopped that, and ever since then I kind of like weaned myself off of birth control, because I just don't want anything foreign in my body like dictating what my body wants to do, because I already deal with a lot. I have PCOS. So that already kind of fucks with your emotions and things going on with your body. So yeah, I don't fuck with birth control. I don't.
Right. All right. So read What's Up With the Podcast. We can start from there.
They said, nah, that's not fair. He got needs too. Okay. And what about her needs?
Exactly.
Like, what about making her feel comfortable? Like, that's his wife or somebody he has to live with. And he made that decision. He knew she had anxiety, whatever the case is. So he's doing the right thing. He's stepping up, and he's trying to figure out how to make it work.
Right. Mikey likes it.
No, what's he supposed to do? Get a pocket pussy? Shit, maybe a pocket pussy is better than cheating. Okay, flashlights. Look at that.
Blah blah blah.
Go get women's blue chew.
What the fuck is that?
Is that? I guess it's some type of
like a Viagra type of thing?
Viagra for women.
All right.
Yeah, tell bro they out here fucking for Olive Garden. Don't stress it. Go grab something else.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. What's up, swipes and giggles?
Hey. One step is divorcing her.
I'm
so
really?
Over Mikey at this point. Stay Pure says, or it could be his fault though. People fall out of love all the time, B. But do you think it's like, I don't think it's really her falling out of love with him. I just feel like they lack that intimacy.
Right. But this is something too. And a lot of people, like married couples, they do tend to fall out of love. And it's not because they hate the person that they're with. A lot of different things could transpire in their relationship.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
How do you get that back? Like, once
it's up to them. Like, you can do counseling. You know what I'm saying? You can start fresh and start dating each other again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different things that you can do to try to rekindle that flame in your relationship. And if you've taken all of those steps and it doesn't work out, then you guys are just not meant to be. But you know what I'm saying? There's different steps that you can
At
take.
Least you're trying.
Right. But it's up to the person, because a lot of people be like, oh, I'm not doing that shit. And you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, like, this is what you signed up for. Like, you go through, when you're married, you go through shit.
That's like a job. Marriage is a job.
Yeah, it's a full-time job. It's not part-time. Ain't no part-time. It's full-time. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, like, you know, you have to be adults about the situation. And if it's a person that you love and want to be with, then, you know.
Especially if you're married, you should be having these conversations. Yeah. You should be wondering what things are affecting the other person, and not only emotionally, but physically and mentally too. Mm-hmm. Like, people go through shit. Yeah. And just because you're married to somebody don't mean you know them like that. Like, every day you're growing, you're changing.
But not only that, what if you get married at in your early, like, or mid 20s? You know what I'm saying? And like now, rabbits. But now you're in your mid to late 30s, and shit has changed. Yeah. Y'all got real careers popping off. Y'all may got a kid or two. You know what I'm saying? And there's the household has changed. Y'all got real fucking bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to pay student loans, and you know, you might put your kid in private school. Like, there's a lot of shit going on right now. So me giving you the pussy is not the number one fucking priority. I'm sorry. Okay. Like, you know, like, we shit.
Gotta hop back in these comments.
Oh, go ahead.
Say, hold on. What's that say?
I think Mikey liked it.
All night kiss.
No. What's up with a podcast?
Nope, we got that.
Okay.
All the way down to all night kiss.
Okay.
Losing your sex drive is one thing, but I doubt you lose basic common sense. What's up with a podcast? Said, tell him to take a guy's trip. $40 will get him right into y'all.
Okay. I see where you're going with it.
Jack said, birth control almost got me locked up for murder. So there's that
shit is crazy.
It's a real
You thing. Have to be, and like, guys, you know what it is? Guys don't understand that. You know what they understand is, this bitch don't want to give me no pussy. Right. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
And it's like, even days leading up into your period. Like, you don't even have to be on your period. It could just be the days leading up or the days after, because your body's still dealing with all of those emotions, and it's still dealing with all of those hormone changes.
Femi Savage, they don't give a fuck.
They don't. It's clear, it's evident. Yeah. That guys just aren't patient enough to wait for good pussy.
But there's some guys who are very, very patient, and, you know, they understand what their woman goes through, and, you know, they want to experience it with her and shit like that. But most of you niggas belong to the streets. Yeah, these other ones, you don't know about them. It belongs to the streets. Tanika said communication is key. What? I can't read the last part. What she said?
Not talking creates more problems.
All right, that's true. That's true. But again, there's so many different things that you can do to, you know, make your relationship better. But you guys have to be willing to do it.
I definitely like that. Out of all of the you know, I guess, viewer?
Yeah, that's good, because the thing is like, if you've been in a long-term relationship, we all can at some point relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Especially like women. You know what I'm saying? Even guys, like, you know, they can relate to that. But I just don't think that, you know, guys, like, you don't know how we feel as far as if our sex drive is low. And it's like, it's not like we don't want the dick. It's just like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, at this point, everybody should be checking in with their partner and just making sure that everybody's mental and physical is all together, and ask these questions and you know, be curious. Like,
man,
is it me? Is there something that I can do to maybe get you in the mood? Is there something that we can do together? Maybe playing a game, like, you know what I mean, drinking together. Like,
can I stick my thumb in your butt? Like,
you know what I mean? That. It's like random shit. You know, you never know.
Spice it up in the bedroom a little bit.
You know what I mean? But yeah, thanks for sending that in. That was definitely, you know, good.
Right. And don't listen to the guys in the comment, because they ain't shit.
They ain't king. All right. Dear FY Podcast, I've been watching you girls for a while now and want to say thank you for being so dope. Y'all make welcome. Sex and love fun and entertaining. However, while traveling to Texas in November with my girls, I met a guy. Let's call him H. I met him on that app Bumble. We met for drinks and I ended up spending the night with him. Fast forward to now.
Spicy.
We are still technically dating, but it's been long distance. I'm living in New York. We talk all the time, and I can't lie, I am falling for him. I randomly sent him a picture of me and my friends traveling to Mexico, and he texted me back and said we should plan our own trip. So we booked a trip to Mexico, and we're leaving soon. But now the problem is, should I really be seeing him again? He does live all the way in Texas. Is this really going to work out?
I don't know, yo. Long distance relationships are hard. It's hard, especially if you don't know where it's leading to. She belongs to the streets. It's hard if you don't know where it's leading to. But of course, you have to date a while to actually see, like, hey, where is this relationship going?
Yeah.
But no, go ahead, and I'll finish.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't think you should give up on it, because if you guys have still been this consistent since November,
right?
Y'all still been consistent. You still feel the same way you felt about him when you first started talking, and you guys are planning a trip together. That means he's about action. Like, he's asking you, like, oh, you sending me a picture? You can be like, oh, y'all cute or whatever, like some niggas do. Like, oh yeah, you and your girls went to Mexico. That's what's up. But he was like, "Nah, let's go to Mexico. Shit, I want to go with you too."
I can't stand What's Up with the Podcast. So Tanika said, have either of them made attempts to, like, visit each other? And What's Up with the Podcast says, "Whoa, look at that king trying to make things work." Like, no, nigga, no. But so, you know what? Certain viewers or people that send in, I would love to do follow-ups. There's been a few over the last few podcasts, and I always forget, but I do want to do follow-ups because
we're gonna be like the next Jerry Springer. You know how they do that?
I want to know like what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like for her, with them having a long distance relationship, they've only been dating for some time. So I would still say give it some time. Like, visit each other. If you haven't, like Tanika said, visit each other. Go to where he lives at. He can come to where you live, and, just kind of see where it goes, because you're not really putting all of your eggs in one basket, because you're exploring the relationship to see where it goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if it works out and you guys plan on building a future together, great. But if it don't work out, that you can potentially move on. But even though, and even if you guys are just dating and, seeing where it goes, I don't feel like it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
right. Because some people be like, oh, I wasted my time with this dude. No, it's an experience. You're seeing if this relationship is going to become something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You never know. Like, if your feelings keep growing and the trip does work out, you might even want to move, or he might want to move, or you guys may figure some type of system out where you guys don't even have to feel like you're in a long distance relationship.
Right.
So,
but it is hard to be in a long distance relationship. I will say that, especially if you guys don't have plans on hooking up and moving to each other's state. You know what I'm saying? It's never going to work.
It's a great start. I think, they waited a little bit. November is a little bit, and I know it's like holiday season and shit. This is the perfect time. You guys are about to go to Mexico, like a tropical island, to really like vibe. You don't have to worry about the pressure of meeting each other's family or friends or anything like that. You guys can just really get to know each other, and this is the perfect time to see, like, do you really like him? Does he chew the way that you need him to chew?
Because I'll tell you this, a fucking going out of the country with a nigga will let you know exactly. No, but I'm just saying, like, taking a vacation with somebody and seeing how they are, that will let you know if this is a dude that you want to be with. Like, seriously. Yeah. But I don't know. Good luck, beloved. I do want to do a follow-up on her, though.
Yes. Okay, so we'll do a follow-up. Now, this one is a little different. Hey, girls, I'm reaching out because I'm a 32-year-old single mom raising a 17-year-old boy, and it's just really hard for me. 17. What is some advice you would
fucking
give?
Early, wasn't you? I'm sorry, boo, but you was getting to the dick a little bit too early, but continue.
What is some advice you would give to a single mom like me trying to raise a boy into a real man, like the kings you girls talk about?
The kings we talk about, beloved,
they really be kings.
They belong to the streets.
That's these niggas in the comments talking about some kings.
Right. These are the niggas in the comments. What's up with the podcast? And Mikey likes it. and stay pure. They belong to the streets. All right. Now,
my advice would just be, be the best mom you can be. Communicate with your kid. Be as involved as you can be, but don't be too strict to the point where your kid feels like they can't come to you and talk to you.
I feel I'm gonna be honest with this situation. It's, I love the fact that, we as women, we try to be strong and we try to raise our sons to be, strong and, be a man, but we can only lead him so far, because if he needs to have like some type of male role model, whether it's an uncle, a cousin, like a mentor, like something like that, because let's be honest, like, can we really teach our sons how to be a man? We're not men. No. You know what I'm saying? We can teach them how to be strong and be respectful towards women. But as far as like being a man and standing on your own, we can teach them things like that. But I feel like, it takes a strong man to teach a strong man and lead him. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like,
to lead by example.
Yeah, to lead by example. Like I just feel like with us, we try so hard, but he still would need a man to try to, to give him what he needs, and to mentor him.
At the end of the day, like, you're, like I said, like, you can only do so much as a mom.
Right.
And even with that, like, I'm not a mom, so who am I to say anything? But I feel like from experience, seeing sons that was raised by single moms, I feel like sometimes moms, while they're trying to teach their sons to be men, they kind of teach their sons to be the men for them.
Right.
If that makes sense.
But not only that, they're like way too protective, and you're not really, you're being like, sometimes I think a lot of mothers who raise like young boys, like they become mama boys, and you know what I'm saying? And then it's just like,
men,
and it's just kind of like, you're not really teaching him to be a man. You're just teaching him to, be
the man that you need in your life, and that's not fair.
Yeah, I feel like he needs a man to really lead, to guide him to where he needs to be in life. And a mother, I'm not saying that you can't do it, but it's not the same.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you do a great job at being a mom, but as I said, just do your best. Make sure that you're involved, but make sure you also get your son involved with, some type of mentorship.
If he's in like basketball, or if you have like a, if he has a guidance counselor, some shit like that.
But don't throw your nigga on him. Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't be like, hey, this is your new daddy. That's not gonna work. Yeah, there'll be a big fight in the house.
Right. You're so stupid. What did they say? What's up with the podcast?
Tell that young bull to go listen to some Future. He got him right.
Oh, speaking of Future, right. Seriously. So wait, read Tanika's comment and Peter.
Peter said, I totally agree. Nick says all young men need that male role model.
Yes, I agree with that. All right, so did you hear that Future is he has a lawsuit against his baby's mother? And it's it's the second to last baby's mother. I can't remember her name, but he has a lawsuit against her talking about, he's suing her for, privacy. Like he told how his private part looked and how sex was between them. And, he feels he's embarrassed. And I'm just like, really? How can you be embarrassed? Like, you don't think that these women are out here embarrassed when you won't even take and I have nothing against Future. I have nothing against Future. I have nothing against the women, but I'm also looking at both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? So you're out here with your lawsuit against her, and you want to sue her and for things that she may have said when you guys have been intimate. I think they were messing around from like 2016 to like 2018, and 18, it's 2018, and he was
That's
like
quite a while.
He was like, if I know that she was just gonna tell our business, I would have never messed with her. I get it, but at the end of the day,
you can't keep all these hoes quiet.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you
like 15 at a time.
Allegedly, they have a child together. So it's like, I see, the lawsuit that you have against her, but I don't hear nothing about like the paternity test, you know, being done, because that could possibly, you know, nip shit in the bud,
right?
If that's not your child. Not saying that it's any of our business, but all of this shit is in social media. You know what I'm saying? And again, I have nothing against both parties, but if you're going to do a lawsuit, you also have to give leverage as far as, hey, I took the paternity test. That ain't my kid. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's kind of crazy.
I got a little question for y'all. Are females still fucking because they are like truly interested in men, or are women just out here fucking for a come up?
In 2020, these bitches got 2020 vision. I feel like nowadays I do feel like chicks are out here fucking to secure the bag.
Yeah.
And I feel like back in the day, you have women who was out here doing it too, but I think they were a little bit more discreet on what they were doing. But now with like the rappers and like the female rappers now, it's all about, you know, securing the bag. You know, you fucking with a nigga, secure the bag. You know, so I just feel like it kind of goes, it kind of goes both ways. Yeah. You know, it's more in the open now. And then like they're fucking with dudes, he don't even got to be cute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As long as he have
a little money, a little something more than what you got, take the pussy.
Right.
Kind of like, and it's just like,
but I don't think I can't like do that.
I'm gonna say it like that, but I really know bitches that really be out here having a nigga for everything. Like a nigga who goes to fix your car, a nigga to, you know, get you food, a nigga for rides, like a nigga that's gonna take you and your girls out. Like I know bitches like this, and it's like you literally like bitches are really fucking dudes for a purpose. It's not because she's looking to have a real relationship and build a family. No, she's trying to get ahead in life. And,
okay,
you know,
but my thing is this: if you're out here fucking, but you're trying to get ahead, but what are you trying to do? I mean, you're fucking for rides, you're fucking for some food, like you get what I'm saying? Like if you're trying to secure a bag, what are you trying to secure a bag and do?
That's what it is, because with social media nowadays and just the way that everything
love and hip hop, reality TV,
like it makes everything look just so like peachy and cream that females don't think that they have to have their own, you know, mindset and that they have to have their own vision. You know, instead they're looking at somebody else's vision and just hopping on a bandwagon.
Right.
Like, you know what? He got some money. He about to take care of me. Let me get him a baby.
Right.
Like, bitch, that is so 2001. Like, you know,
not 2001.
You know what I'm saying? Bitches was tip drilling for some money and some baby daddy.
Tip drill. Yo, you took that shit way back. Way back. Hell nah. How old was you when tip drill? Get the fuck out of here, Denise. You was young. You don't even know what that shit is, nigga.
I was like 8.
You don't know what that BET After Dark is looking like.
I shit uncut.
You don't know what that uncut looking like.
I was watching that uncut shit. Okay?
No, you wasn't.
Yes, I was.
Serious? Yes. How old were you?
I was like 8 or 9.
Wow.
I was. I would be up until like 4 o'clock in the morning watching BET.
Seriously?
For no fucking reason.
Wow.
What was it? The donkey song? Was that what it was?
You were too fucking young to be watching
you
that.
Remember the donkey song?
I remember all that.
I used to wait up for that video specifically, like, you know what? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But now it is still going on. He said they out here fucking $40. But stay pure, it is still going on now. But I just feel like, you know, if we're out here trying to, you know, these ladies, their mind is kind of all over the place because of what's going on social media and reality TV. You know, everybody wants to secure the bag and, you know, get a fake butt and you know, get liposuction. And if they get a Chanel bag, they're on, you know, with some Chanel sneakers and, you know, even like whatever it is. And I just feel like at what point do we start setting realistic goals for ourselves instead of materialistic shit?
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
You should be trying to aim for a higher credit score. You know, your own vehicle, so you don't have to date a nigga with a vehicle. Your own home, so you don't got to crash at another nigga's house.
Your own credit score.
I
can't. But it's true though.
You're real tired. Like, I just could never be that bitch. Like, I could just never be a girl who's like, I'm just going to ride this out on somebody else's vision. I'm going to ride this out on somebody else's account. I'm going to ride this out. Like, no. I have to work my ass off to make sure that I have money for the things that I want, I need. Because at any given point, if you're living off of somebody else's income, they can cut you the motherfucker off real quick.
Yep.
And you'll be looking dumb and stupid.
And then not only that, I feel like it's kind of like women who are just out here to get money. It's like you make it hard for, you know, us who is, you know, we're independent. We'll get out, we'll make our own money, and we can do this and do that. And it's like, you know, some dudes feel like they want a bitch to depend on them. And I'm just like, you know, I don't really have to depend on you
bitches make it
for money. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe a little companionship and, you know, just like if I'm going through things and stuff like that. But it's like niggas hate when a chick is matching them sometimes. I'm not saying all guys.
Or even doing better than them.
Or doing better, right.
Intimidated.
Yeah. But I just feel like, you know, if you're out here trying to secure a bag, are you trying to secure a bag to get materialistic shit? Or you trying to secure the bag to secure some shit that's gonna make your life better moving forward? You know what I'm saying? I think the reality TV got these young girls' head messed up.
Your shit fucked up. Like, it's gonna have you really thinking that you're not like. There was a point in time, I'm not gonna lie, when Instagram first came out, I'm just like, damn, I'm doing something wrong because all these bitches just like popping out in new whips and new bags, and they got on the latest thing. But like, you know what they have to do for that shit? Like, I'm perfectly fine working my ass off and being able to afford my own shit.
Okay, but again, like the circle, like people put on a front for social media. So even though shits is all glitz and glamour on social media, you never, when that fucking flash is done and that post is off and you into all them hashtags, you don't know what the fuck is going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, so you gotta stop living vicariously through other people's lives. And just work your ass off for the lifestyle that you want. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, you definitely have to.
I'm not letting anybody get the pussy. Like you, number one, you gotta be attractive. Number two, we need to be in some type of, you know, we're about to be in a relationship or I'm thinking of being in a relationship with you. Right. Like I'm just not out here fucking because you look like you got it or you might got it. I don't give a fuck if you got it, my nigga, because I can get it too. Shit.
So basically, you just out here, you just fucking because you just the fuck. You don't really need the money. You just gonna give up the pussy.
No, I'm not giving up the pussy to anybody. the pussy will be given to the one who deserves this. To the king.
To what?
The pussy goes to the king. The pussy is not for everyone. You understand? This is not for you. This is my pussy. Motherfucker.
That's the what?
Try to take my pussy.
This is my what? This is that what? This is my pussy. No.
This is the one I like. This is the one I have. If you get it, you win the prize. Good for you. All right.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
That's good ass. Like, I'm dead serious. It's a prize. I'm giving this shit out. We be all torn down and worn out and shit. These bitches be out here. They pussies inside out because the way they be fucking niggas. Like, is that your pussy or your organs? I don't know. Like, they be looking crazy. I want my pussy to look nice. I want it to look fresh, like how it always looked. I don't want it to look torn up and inside out. It's not the goal, man.
Yeah.
Bitches be having this shit right picking up. They don't play when they say beat the pussy. Like, they should be looking beat up, black and blue. That shit be looking fucked up. No. Pussy be going through surgery and shit. Nah. I like this whole natural pussy.
Yo, my fucking stomach hurts.
I'm just saying.
Yo, can you have surgery on your pussy though?
You can. You can have your pussy rejuvenated. You can get that shit sucked up and tight.
Seriously?
You can. After I pop out 3 little bad ones, I might get that done. But
yeah, but my thing is, even if you pop out kids, like your shit should go back. Your shit should go. Somebody said roast beef. Your shit should go back naturally. But if you're like, how many people do you have to fuck for your shit to be like roast beef?
Like that, like this shit falls out. Like it gives up on you.
You have to be fucking like a long time.
Your
like
pussy gives up at
7 days a week, a few hours a day. Like you're putting in. It's like a full-time job.
Your pussy lips be all burnt out, turned out, flip flopped, and uneven.
Your pussy lips be looking like this. Hello.
Hello. I need my pussy lips to touch. I need them to meet together, hug. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my shit to be all loose, catch a wind in your pussy. Like, it's weird, bro.
What the fuck, dude? Yeah, but it's true. It happens. I mean, I don't know, but I know that they have those like where you can
reconstruct the pussy,
right? Where you can steam your
yes.
What is that called?
Vagina steam.
Yeah, vagina steam.
Like that's so nice. Like do that. Like learning your kegels, learning exercises to keep your pussy tight. Like once you lose those muscles in your vagina, you might as well die. Like why are you even here?
Nah, a good hoe ain't gonna lose her vagina muscles. What she gonna do is she gonna get that snapback, that vinegar, snap that pussy back. That's what she gonna do. Yeah.
Ask your question. Have y'all ever been with like a thirsty man or like a thirsty woman who just wanted sex so bad that you like kind of faked the sex? That you like really didn't give them sex?
But what did you give them? Because you gave them the pussy.
Thigh.
What? How the fuck you give a nigga thigh?
Tight thigh.
What?
Just squeeze and go.
That doesn't even make sense, yo. I'm so confused. Ooh. Right, huh? What? The fuck does that mean?
Okay.
No, you gave up the drones.
First of all, I never really did this, but I was watching. You watched Sisters, the Tyler Perry, the new show?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I need to learn this.
So
What?
Homeboy was so drunk that he thought he was having sex with her, but he was like literally in between her thighs. Oh. And my older sister told me that she used to do this to niggas too when she was like younger or whatever. Like she would just like niggas would be so drunk they just wanted to fuck, so she'd just be like, go ahead and just squeeze her thighs on their dick, and they come just like that.
Wow. I guess you have to be a real drunk nigga to know
what I'm saying?
To know that you're getting thigh in that pussy.
It felt so good.
I loved it.
I love that pussy.
That pussy so good.
It's called thighs.
All right, so read the last few comments up into here.
Pull out that good old future 3D printer. Oh no. Take her cup sways her ass crazy. Nah. This is real knowledge right here. You gotta take notes.
Stay pure said, huh?
Why is it that men think you have to have walls if you fuck 20 different men, but you still have walls if you fuck them 20 times?
Because you can actually fuck different. It's different sizes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I think that's what it is. It's like the different sizes that you encounter.
Yes. And if you're fucking somebody over and over again, like your pussy is gonna conform to their penis. You know what I'm saying? Every time it goes, it gets better for him if you're faithful and you're not out here fucking around. It gets more pleasurable for him because he knows every time he goes in, he's gonna get that like tight formation around his penis just for him, molded just for him. That's his pussy now.
But think about having sex with a dude with a little beanie, teeny weeny, short man. What about that? You know what I'm saying? So you're compared to having this versus this. So when you already had this and you've been having this for a long time, and then this comes in a picture and he's like, oh, this bitch don't got no walls. My nigga, you don't got no dick. You know what I'm saying? Like your dick is this and on hard. So
I'm tired of little dick niggas looking for big ass women. Because you know what? Like girls with big butts or like thicker women, they don't want little dicks because there's nothing you can do. Your dick can't even get to the vagina right because it can't get past the ass because the ass too fat. So like you don't even look for it. Like you just gonna have to stick with the skinny bennies because you can't get it. You can't get it.
Short man. Nobody wants that.
We be trying to compensate and move to this side and that side just to make you feel like you or somebody, and you're not. You're not.
Right.
Dick is not big enough.
Right.
It's canceled.
Right.
Canceling all little dicks 2020.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Yo, thank you guys for rocking out with us. I'm not sure what be going on with YouTube. So, last week we couldn't get on live. And this week the live was cut. And I'm not really sure why because we paid the internet bill. But anyway, so make sure you guys hit the like button, the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Tell a friend about the podcast. And
skinny girls don't want little dicks either. You know what I feel?
Yeah, skinny girls don't. They don't.
Well, I don't know what's gonna please a little dick nigga. They just gotta
maybe he'll please himself. Yeah, you do gotta make it work. And at the end of the day, it's like I'm not about to be out here.
The thighs, if they can fit in between thighs.
Imagine having this and he's going like this, and the shit just keeps popping out. Like you're wasting my time.
Yeah.
You're wasting my time.
It's okay.
And I don't want it.
It's okay to cut a dick appointment short because their dick is short. It's
right.
okay to do that.
Yeah.
Be like, you know what? This isn't working out. It's just not working out.
Right. So I just feel like, at the end of the day, if you don't like what you're getting, delete.
Let it go.
You can like if a nigga with a little dick say like, oh yeah, I fuck, you can be like, what?
How?
You can lie. I mean, it's not even really lying because it's like nobody really. Who was comfortable? Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. I mean, it went in, but it fell out.
Right.
A lot more times than it went in.
So actually, we didn't fuck. You just, it was like you just tickled me. That was it. You tickled it. Oh,
you aggravated my pussy.
Tickled it. Oh, you're so sweet. That was it. All right.
She needed that.
All right. So.
What did you got fingered.
Yeah, basically you got fingered. Damn, that's what it is. You got fingered.
Yeah. So now we ain't fuck. He fingered me.
Yeah, he fingered
with
me.
His dick.
He was like, nah, my dick was in her. No, beloved, it was your finger. Yeah. I couldn't feel anything, and I think it was the pinky. But anyway, ladies, we out. So we'll be back at our regular time next week. Oh, we at our regular time next week.
Next week we will be.
Next week we are at our regular time at 9:05.
Next Thursday.
Also, ladies, having a one night stand, and your pussy's good, and niggas don't want to stay the night. They want to sleep in. After you hit that, send that nigga home.
In an Uber.
Have the Uber waiting outside. We out. We'll see y'all next week.